Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account, and I wanted to run through, got a lot of comments about the Thrilling Voyage, the brand new Lost in Revia. So overall, guys, there is a zero limit challenge. So once you go through here and you do complete this, there is a zero limit challenge, which is supposed to be a lot more difficult to get through. I wanted to see if we could get through here. Now, this account is entirely free to play. It is over on the test server. We have actually done pretty well so far with the Beast. We have level 8, level 6. All of them are at level 6. I actually just picked up the Phantasmoth today. I had one little secret spice to use right here. We picked up a copy of him. So even on the free-to-play accounts, guys, on both my free-to-play accounts, this one and the regular free-to-play, we have level 6 or greater beasts kind of across the board, which is very cool to see. Now here, I want to run through here. I want to see exactly what we can do in here. Now, there are something to remember, guys. The first couple days, so you have 15 stages. You have to complete these 15 stages within the first 30 days that this is up, or the 27 days that this is up. Because if you do not, you will not get this bonus loot. This will actually go away. If you look at the Crimson Snow, guys, if you do not go and complete at least the first 15 stages, it will actually go away. The rest of the stages in here, the loot stays. So again, you really want to grind and push through those 15 stages. After those 15 stages, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. You can do this whenever you want based on your builds in there. So we got Nathan here, Alex, and Alfredus. Thanks you guys for joining me. Just a very late night stream. I was going to run through here and do this anyways. It gives me some diamonds, but it also gives me the ability to talk to you guys. So I'm going to go through. We have Belinda in here. We have a couple different heroes. Now, the big thing to remember this is once the battle begins, attributes of allied heroes cannot be increased. So this is the reason why there are very specific hero builds within here, because you cannot increase the attributes of the heroes once you start the battle. However, they can gain attributes from beasts. The beasts regenerate energy faster. Every time an allied beast casts an active skill, all allied heroes' normal attacks damage will be permanently increased. So this is really the thing to remember when you're coming through here, guys, is you're not going to see a lot of buffs, but you're going to see some pretty good heroes. Now, the heroes you also get at 60, as you can see right here, guys, the plus 60 signature item. So going through here, really making a healing team. We ran Brutus in here. I ran through this a lot with some of the dimensional heroes in here. I don't have Joan in this account, as you can see. We do have Ezio, but I'm actually going to sub in, and I was thinking Palmer, but I think I'm going to do Rowan just for that survivability aspect, guys. I'm going to drop the Winged Lion in here. We should be able to push through some of these early, very easy. First time seeing you at my time zone. Yeah, we do it every couple months, Alex, where we actually do come in. We do the live stream during the week. This is 10 o'clock my time. So most of you know that I'm in Michigan. This is 10 o'clock my time, not on the Sundays. Now, of course, guys, Brutus, you just need one copy of Brutus. I literally have one legendary copy here on Brutus, and it gives me the ability to actually have him and his utility built out. Now, did we? Oh, we lost 2 heroes? No, maybe not. That's weird they weren't there, but let's see. So Beast Ambush, when an allied beast is on the field and the allied units deal damage to an enemy, their normal attack, the enemy furthest away. Health equal to 50% of the attack. This can be triggered every 2 seconds. Thinks it's going to be pretty easy getting through here. What's the final stage look like enemy-wise? I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to check it out. Again, this was a pretty solid team. Now, of course, Rowan in here for the energy regeneration and the stun, and of course the potions. If some of these heroes do get low, we do have the potions in here as we go through. The final battle, I believe, is this one. Which, I mean, it's got the Rock Lizard. It's got a couple heroes. What do we got? Beast Support, Beast Ambush, Pact Alliance. But the negative one is Backfire. When enemy heroes take damage from skills or ultimate skills, they will nullify that damage, heal themselves for 50%, and also permanently gain max health equal to the amount healed. This effect can trigger 0.5 seconds up to 30 times. Wow, that's a pretty tough backfire. So almost turning off ultimate skills, but even damage from skills. That's going to be a fun one to get through here. And I also got, like I said earlier, I got a level 6 moth. So we got the moth already, guys. I'm going to put the moth in here. And I don't know why it keeps dropping these heroes out, but we'll put them in here. I like the one that you only need one copy. Yes, absolutely, Evan. This makes a big difference when you only need one single copy, guys. When it comes to the ability to actually progress through here with different heroes, this makes a big difference. Now remember, guys, the Phantom Moth or the Phantasm Moth is going to go into, and you can see the strongest hero. So actually goes inside of Brutus, amplifying the abilities. So there we go, flies right inside of Brutus, amplifying the damage, of course, that Brutus is doing in the formation. Very cool. I like the new pet. I think the new beast is very cool. Even there, guys, 66 million damage. We could swap Honesta in here. We could put a couple different heroes in here. But again, we want to get through those first 15 stages. That is really the big driving thing here is the first 15 stages so we can get the loot. That is the time loot. What's going on, Mickey? Or Miyoki? Surprised me with the late stream. Yep, just hopping on. I want to run through here, guys, again. It's still throwing me off with the colors. So I'm not sure if you guys see the colors, but Nathan is brown, Evan is green, Alex in Miyoki is red, and then Alfredos is like an aqua blue. It's pretty cool to see all the different colors in there in the stream. And as you can see, guys, over here we do have, I think it's this way, yep, over on this side we do have the new Hypogen hero. Just went through, tested it, video will be up in the morning. Seems very solid, guys. The damage on there is pretty crazy that we're seeing out of the testing phase in there. What's going on, Lux? Thank you for joining me for the late night stream. Again, it's 10. Oh, we only went in with 3 heroes here. This is why we have it on the test server. This is literally the reason, guys. If it is not saving any of these formations every time, this is going to drive players insane. So I'm definitely going to give them some feedback that it is not saving the formations in here because it needs to be. It definitely needs to. You pronounced it perfectly. Oh, that's probably one of the very first times, guys. We might have to take a screenshot of that for a perfect pronunciation. That usually never happens to me. Most of you know, again, I'm from Michigan. We're right by Canada. The weird blend accent pronunciation. And it's funny because even some of the pronunciations that we've talked about on the stream or that we've done, my neighbors say it the same way, which again, to me is just kind of hilarious, but they do say it the same day. On test server, who should I gaze? Already have Lucretia, Twins, Halos, Mortis. If you have Twins, you have Halos. I would go, I mean, Ulna. Ulna is always a good choice. You have a Halos, Moriel, and I also have a video that is coming out, guys, with the Stargazer heroes. It's tough. It's tough because we know that a lot of the older heroes, Great Day, are kind of getting phased out. I know Ulna is still going to have utility because we're seeing it in the Treasure Scramble, but as she kind of fades out, that is really the only place we're starting to see her is the Treasure Scramble. We're starting to see Ulna fall out of, well, almost completely out of the Cursed Realm. Yeah, Ulna is always a good choice. But looking here, you have Halos. Yeah, some of these other heroes, guys. And out of the new event, we have Zaf in there. We have Zekas in there. There's a couple different heroes. Even Frampton. Frampton is kind of falling out of a lot of formations. I can see even, let's say, another month or two. By the time you build out some of these heroes, guys, I feel like a lot of them are already going to be out of the Cursed Realm and going to be out of some of the meta formations with the new heroes that we have coming in. The new heroes, of course, always replace the old heroes. Ulna still works just because of the utility she brings. That's really the big things. Alfredos, and that's exactly my thought. Is there's so many heroes. We literally just built Vithiel, not even what, 4 days ago? 4 days ago we built Vithiel. Now we have the new hero coming out. It seems like he's going to be a pretty decent priority to build. Ogath, again, with the damage, it's almost like a supercharged Kren with a supercharged kind of Zekas kind of put together is what I'm seeing from the hero. Now, one thing to note with the new Hypogen Hero is it doesn't seem effective at all with single target, which means, again, when it comes to the Cursed Realm, when it comes to a couple different game modes, it seems like if you're fighting in the Cursed Realm with all 5 heroes, or all 5 enemy heroes, he is going to do incredibly well with the damage that he's going to put out, because that is going to amplify the damage. If it's one target, he only does like 2 or 3 shots to one target. But if you have a lot of targets, it can actually bounce up to 30 times between targets, which again is the reason I feel like there are going to be game modes that he is going to be absolutely used. I got a secret spice for when the new beast comes out. I'll get instant level 6. Yes, literally that's what I just did on here, Lux. That is why we have the level 6 moth right up here. Is I was sitting on 1 secret spice. So we do have the Phantasm Moth. You can see, guys, level 6 on all the pets, which is what we were gunning for. Now, just like what Alfredas said a little bit earlier, guys, really pushing all of these beasts to level 6 with the beast resonance, and also pushing them probably to level 9 is going to be an absolute game changer versus kind of building out, 1 hero, 2 heroes at a time. Might be smart within the event we have going on right now to focus on getting some baits just to get them to 6, because you have to remember, if you get them to 6, if you push it a little bit to get those beasts up to 6, every time you get a new beast, just like with the moth, you're going to automatically get it to level 6, which again, I feel like that is going to be a game changer in a lot of different modes. Being able to have those beasts built, even when you get to 9, guys, having a new beast come out and you getting a level 9 version of that beast is game changing. It is absolutely game changing. What's going on, Hills? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, there are a lot of heroes to build. I don't know where to start. Depends where you are, Pete. It really depends. I mean, early game to mid game to kind of like late game, maybe end game. It all depends where you are. Mid game, early game, even getting into late game. Bill Damon, guys, he carries through probably 30 chapters. Damon will carry through, and he is still being used in Cursed Realm comps. He is still being used in PvP. We are still seeing him in campaign formations. He is still doing incredibly well with the Damon build. This one we might have to get a little bit more damage out of here. Doesn't look like we're taking down any of these targets. But Brutus is still a monster. Where do I think Olgath will end up? I think he is going to be used, again, Cursed Realm, absolutely. If you get Olgath for a full minute 30 with a team that has the ability to buff him, it's going to be huge. It is going to be huge with the damage that he puts out, guys. Now, the big thing that we were kind of talking about in my guild a little bit earlier is if you look at Olgath and you look at his plus 60 engraving. So specifically, if you look at the plus 60 engraving, he does not have a cap to the damage that he puts out there. It says every time he uses Scattershot is going to increase his damage by 2%, but there is no cap to it, meaning when you get him into some different game modes, you could actually get him kind of super cycled through a couple game modes, which again is going to be kind of broken. In my opinion, I think it's going to be kind of broken. Getting through a couple different game modes with kind of a very fast super cycle with him, but you're going to amplify his damage very high. It is, again, really going to be the big thing, is his damage amplification is going to go up really fast because of formations you can build. I ran Olgath with Rosline, worked incredibly well. It was kind of broken how well it worked. But here, guys, we swap in Thane. Again, you just need 1 copy. I feel like we need to take down some of these targets a little bit faster. And of course, having Sonya in here is difficult. Sonya is really heavy damage mitigation, which again, this formation might not work. I wanted to try some different formations out of here, see exactly what we could do in these formations and see what it's going to take to get these teams down. And as you can see, guys, it seems like this isn't going to be the pet to get these formations down. And we can also go through here. We can really work this out together and see what is going to work in here. Damage taken by the enemy heroes will be reduced by 95%, but when an allied beast is on the field, normal attack damage taken by the enemy heroes will be increased. So if there is a beast on the field, so we need a beast like our little Talisman. Talisman is actually a beast that stays on the field. I'm not sure if our owl would count as a beast on the field as well. Because remember, right there he is, guys. And I love they put the beasts up here. It's really cool to see. Now, it said the normal attacks. Again, guys, look at the mitigation here. The mitigation and healing. So, yeah, that's my thought is I'm not sure. I might have to stack more damage in here. But we might be able to get this down. And again, we have to pay special attention to the buffs. But this is a lot of mitigation. This is a lot of mitigation. And I feel like my team's not going to die fast enough for like a Lucretia to work in here. And I wonder a hero like Baden. I mean, Baden might be good. Frampton might be good. A lot of burst damage. Scarlet might actually work, or the awakened version of Belinda. I'm just thinking again when it comes to some heavy damage in here. This might work, guys. Let's try Belinda in here. I was stuck on 3920, 5th team until I used Damon. You know, because other people in formations, including heroes. I don't. Yeah, Quarak. Again, Damon, guys, is big. Damon is a really, really solid hero. Boom. There's the ultimate ability from Belinda. Again, I think Belinda's going to go down. Look at the shields down here, guys. We're going to have to figure this thing out. That's why I wanted to try it. I really wanted to run through here and try this out and see what teams. Again, we're going to have to negate the healing. I'm thinking, doesn't Fire Breather negate the healing? If I remember correctly. I believe the Fire Breather is the heal negation. Again, if I remember correctly, I believe he is the healing. So negate some of the healing. Wish I built him, but I built Grezel instead. Yeah, Grez is a little bit tougher. And the big thing with Grez, guys, is Grez does require a pretty decent investment to scale. And he has to scale. You have to buy him enough time to scale. Oh, he does at 12, Xeno. Wonder if I can burst. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something here. I'm sitting here chatting it up and not paying attention to the teams over here. Yeah, they are way too much healing. Yeah, we could also do Feline. But I noticed that Feline is not super effective. What's going on, Angel? Thank you for joining us. I've noticed the Feline is not super effective till we get Feline a little bit higher in level. What are we on? We're on stage 10. Let's see. Throw some comps out there. What are you guys thinking? See, that would be Celestial Hypogen, but we don't have them on 9. Moth we tried. It could possibly work with some of the debuffs on there. Again, we're just playing around with literally what we have here. But if I could take some of these heroes down, at least one. What else do we have? When an allied beast is on the field, an allied unit deals damage to an enemy using their attack. The enemy furthest away from the target will lose 65% of the attack damage. And once the battle begins, so we still have Pact of the Alliance here. Building his team is a pain, not having materials and cards. So the big thing is just time. That is really the really, really big thing is just time to build out these heroes. I want to find some beasts in here that are going to work. Again, it seems like it's going to have to be buffs and some more damage. I feel like it's going to be heavy. Try to save cards to summon Chad. Yeah, That Vithiel makes a big difference, guys. And I'm wondering heroes like a burst hero like this, if we could actually take down. I wonder Scarlet. Scarlet's always a go-to, or even Belinda, and running Rosaline with Belinda. Let's say Halos, just because again the buffs in here. We'll put in the feline and see what we do. Yeah, I don't have Vithiel in here. I don't have Kinese and Rook either. Zolrath could maybe delay some of this in here, but maybe Ezio is a finisher. We'll try it. We'll see. Is the new pet broken or top 3? The new pet HK I think is gonna be. We just got crushed in there, guys. I think the new pet, honestly, well, we have to put the pet in the formation. Is gonna be definitely super effective because it buffs single target damage. So that's really the big thing in there, is buffing up that single target damage. And I feel like, let's try an invade team in here. Yeah, like I was saying, guys, the new pet buffs single target damage, which means if you're running Thane, if you're running like the awakened version of Belinda, the new pet is going to be very effective because it is a single target damage buffer, which again is going to be interesting to see how well it works out, how well that really works out. And I'm going to do Anastan here. I want to do Scrag. I'm going to do an invade team. See if we could run an Entendre in here. Let's go for just a silly team and see what we do. Yeah, I think the new pet is going to be effective, HK, just for that simple reason. Just because we know the single target damage is going to be effective, but we don't know how effective. I think, honestly, I think the pet is going to be pretty broke. And of course, there's going to be game modes that we're going to use them in. And look at these teams, guys. Throw some teams in here, guys. Anyone you want to see in here. Because again, this might be, hey, we're going to have to nerf this because it seems pretty broken. Depending on the heroes, because of course, frontal damage is mitigated right here from, we kind of have the invade, but the frontal damage will be mitigated from Treznar. And of course, not taking out Gwen down here. So it might be good for the solo attacks. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, HK, is anyone who is going to be a straight solo attack for the Abyssal Expedition, for the Curse Realm, for a lot, is going to work. Again, it is going to work really well. We're burning through a lot of attempts in here, guys. I don't even think it shows you. What do we got in here? We got some diamonds out of here. We got some loot, which absolutely well worth it. This is why we wanted to push this tonight, guys, is having just some time to get through here. What do we got? 5 more stages in here. And of course, we got a couple stars in here. But if this is not even the hard mode, damage taken by the enemy heroes will be reduced by 95%, which we know. But when an allied beast is on the field, which we can, normal attack damage taken by the enemy heroes will be increased by 60%. So normal attacks. Normal attack, Gwen uses a lot of normal attacks. Who else uses really good normal attacks? Hello, I'm free-to-play player. I got to chapter 20 in 2 weeks. Do you think it's good progression? Fson? Yeah, chapter 20 in 2 weeks. That is absolutely good progression. Depends how much time and effort you put in there. Oden normal attacks, good choice right there. Let's look at some of our Graveborn heroes. But yeah, that is definitely some solid progression as a free-to-play player, guys. 2 weeks in chapter 20. Again, really depends how much time and effort you put into it, but that is good progression to get through 20 chapters in 2 weeks. My power level account, I got to 22 in about, I think about 3. I was right there. So we have Oden, we have Raku. Let's throw in some Oden. Let's see, what do we got here? I'm going to go with Baden. Let's throw in some Oden. Maybe some energy disintegration might help a little bit. Maybe like a Silas. Maybe a Nara as a finisher. Maybe grab Gwen out of here. Or we could even try Treznar. We could do. Let's just see, guys. I'm just playing around with the teams at this point. Hodgkin, of course, going to provide some crowd control. We also have Baden going to provide some crowd control, which I'm hoping that will mitigate some of the damage. And of course, the pet is out the entire time. And I hope the owl counts up here. And Oden, of course, is just going to put out a ton of damage, guys. Oden, as he sits and scales, just does better and better. But we took down Gwen right there. I feel like Baden's just waiting on this side to die with Treznar. He can't take down Treznar by himself. But it looks like Oden might, yeah, Kayleen we can try as well. But look at it down here, guys. Nara is trying to get, we're not even touching the shield. There we go. So the shield is gone. But we're not going to get through anyone. There's the crowd control. Wow. Wow, guys. Yeah, Oden still up, but again, really losing the effectiveness there of Screg. That is crazy. Yeah, I was thinking Scarlet, again, just for that burst damage. I know we did utilize her last time. Let's try Scarlet in here. So it doesn't seem like we're putting out enough damage. I'm going to put Scarlet in the top. Let's do buffs and buffs. I know they both buff, and let's thinking Halos. If we can get Halos right off the bat, again, to put that cube up on Scarlet. Enemy or the pet has to be in battle. I'm gonna put Talisman in here. Let's see. Place Nara. Yeah, we could put Nara with Kayleen. Again, I'm hoping, we know Treznar's coming over, which of course is going to do quite a bit of damage to Halos. But I'm just wondering from ultimate ability perspective, if we can get Scarlet to ult. Got a lot of buffs. Let's see even the damage. Seems like it's going to be the normal attack damage that we have to figure out. Yeah, but pretty good. Been playing 18 months, chapter 38. Yeah, 38's good. 38 is good progression. Let me try Kayleen instead of... Again, we'll go back to our other team. Again, it's really right here. The normal attack damage. That is going to be the big thing, guys. And it seems like a lot of these battles are going to have that normal attack damage till we figure out exactly who is going to be kind of the cheese on here, or who's going to be really effective in here. Again, we have Treznar, we have Baden. We can even try Damon in here. Maybe Damon in here will work. Let me see, we got to have the pet on the field. I'm going to go Owl again. We'll see. I think you need HP base damage. Yeah, let me know, Xenoworld. Like I said, we'll put anyone that we can in here, anyone we need in here. See, Oden went down fast in there. Damon even with the shield. And I want to stay with the regular factions. Trying to keep from using a lot of awakened heroes. See, Kayleen seems pretty strong down there, guys. But I'm thinking, who takes off the shields? Wasn't it Mulan? I don't think we have Mulan. But I think Mulan has the shield break. Baden can hold his own, guys, but there's nothing getting through this normal damage. We could try Raku. We could try Raku and Leonardo and see exactly what we get. I think my guild is dead because literally no one does anything anymore. I don't want to leave as the guild leader and being the highest level player. So the thing is, if you're in a dead guild, we know there's going to be a lot of changes coming this year. If you have a couple actives, take the actives. Even if you take, 3, 5 players, whatever. there are an incredible amount of guilds that are looking for active players. So if you're really stressed about it, yeah, take all the active players out of your guild, merge with another guild that has half active. You could kind of do it both ways. It would work incredibly well, and it would be super beneficial to actually both of you if you go through and you do that. Folks, some of the older heroes, I'm using Oden, Silas, Grez, Trio, doing that all the events every day. I'm at 224 of the tower. I've cleared all the places. Yeah, that's it. Is you literally just go through and just do that rotation. That is literally the rotation that you want to do as you go through and make a lot more progression. All right, guys, so Damon doesn't work. We know Kayleen works pretty well. We know Oden works pretty well if we can keep him alive. I wonder if Grez with the minions would work. Even an Alna Grez could be a possibility in here, or even Alna Baden. I know that's a really strong. But again, we seem like this is going to be tough to take out these heroes, guys. Again, Ezio as a finisher, if we can get someone, low enough with Kayleen. But again, let's throw like a. I'm afraid that Treznar is going to literally explosive damage and the ability to charge to the back line. I can't find Alna and Pharrell, so I use Aziz and Brutus. Yeah, Aziz is pretty good. We can add Nevi in here. I'm kind of thinking the crowd control aspect. And Raku with those normal attacks, guys. Look at the shields that they are getting up here. Yeah, we're going to have to figure this out. What's going on, Ryan? Yep, we just hopped on for a late night stream. I wanted to run through here, see what some of the teams are, see what this is kind of all about. That way we can almost kind of get prepped for it before it comes to global. I wanted to test it out. This team is just a nightmare. I wonder like the damage amplification from like Leonardo, which again, I might not have. Other than the tower, any tips for getting a lot of essence around chapter 30? Really grinding through. A lot of it does come from the voyages. Go through and do all of the voyages if you're looking to build some essence. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Leonardo in there. Let me see. Nevi will buff. Let me put Nevi in here. And I'm wondering, like an Oberyn. Let me try it with Nevi. Yeah. And there we go. So Nevi is, of course, going to buff up Baden. We could swap Grezin here for Raku. But again, the regular attacks, guys. We're going to have to check the damage on this. I want to see. No, this is actually the brand new Fantastic Beast. This is the new Fantastic Beast voyage. Which, look, guys, we're literally not taking down anyone. I'm wondering, like, Athalia. Thorn Cheese, get easier with a 5-star eye. The eye, not so much, COD. It's more of the eye does work well. The other one is the call. Most players run either the eye or the call on Thorin, depending on the formation. I have about 7 or 8 Wandering Balloons. Yes, the Wandering Balloons swap a lot. Swap Alna for Grez. Yeah, I'll try Alna for Grez. There has to be an ideal team getting through here. We could even put Solus in here, the Awakened version of Solus, and see what we can do. But we're going to have to keep them up enough to keep them from dying. Ads, there's more ads. This is a ton of ads, guys. We have Baden with ads, Grez with ads, Kayleen with ads. And still, literally, we're not going through. Yeah, we're not getting through literally anything here. That is incredible. And again, I'm assuming that it says the enemy or the allied beast has to stay on the field. And our allied beast is on the field. I'm hoping that he counts. We could try like a talisman and see if we get anything different. But again, guys, we're not getting through here at all. Maybe need Lorzen for that Scrag. Yeah, guys, it's literally the damage factor in here. Let me see where we came in at. Look at it, guys. Nothing. Literally almost nothing for that damage factor. I feel like there's something I'm missing in here. I feel like this shouldn't be this hard. Let's run through these one more. So damage taken by the enemy heroes will be reduced by 95%. But when an allied beast is on the field, normal attack damage taken by enemy heroes will be increased. So normal damage is going up right there. When an allied beast is on the field and the allied unit deals damage to the enemy using their normal attack, the enemy furthest away from the target will lose health equal to 65%. This effect can trigger every 2.5. Once the battle begins, attributes of the allies cannot be increased. However, they can gain the things from beasts. It seems like it's all normal attack. So I'm wondering, like, running a Gwen in here. Because Gwen, again, is normal attack. I believe Athalia is the normal attack. I believe Athalia has normal attacks as well. Scarlet, so even if I use her ult, Scarlet is going to mitigate 95% of that damage. Thane, I know some of his are normal attacks. Let's go with... Because remember, we can't get buffs either, so we're going to have to run... Well, I don't know if the buffs are going to work in here. Because that was literally this one. Or no, the first one. Once the battle begins, attributes of the ally heroes cannot be increased, so we cannot be buffed. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And that's what I wanted to look at, guys. Is where this kind of lands. See, I was thinking Gwen with the normal attacks, because the arrows are normal attacks. Is this going to be like the original Thane that we're going to have to use in here? Where's the original version of Thane? Let's drop out Thane. Let's drop in the original. Again, I feel like the shielding aspect in here is going to have to come into play. You know what? Let's buff up Thane. This is weird. Yeah. Oh, see you later, Alfred Us. Have a good night. Yeah, I might have to swap Talisman in here again. I don't know if maybe the pet is not making a difference. But he's on the battlefield. That's what I don't like. He is on the battlefield. Let's try swapping out Talisman. Because we know he comes out there. And there he is, guys. He's sitting with Rowan right now. The beast again is on the battlefield. And still, look at that, guys. I don't know. We're going to have to just build Lucretia Ascended 1 star. It's kind of a tough call there, Ryan, because if you build Vithiel, absolutely going to have the utility. I would probably build Vithiel before I would build Ulna. Again, Ulna is really seeing Treasure Scramble Ulna is being used, and then the campaign Ulna is being used. Short of there, not really much of anywhere. Not really much of anywhere. Yeah, they're both really good, but again, the utility of Ulna has kind of went down a little, where Vithiel, you're going to use him in the Cursed Realm. You're going to use him in a lot of different areas, including the Treasure Scramble. Try a CC team with Raku. Yeah, let me try Raku. And Raku's honestly the one that I'm thinking, because we know his normal attacks are huge. Crowd control, we don't have Leonardo. We do not have Leonardo in here. Trying to think like a Fane for crowd control. Kayleen for crowd control. Pharrell for crowd control. I mean, we have a couple different heroes that we can run in here, but that's going to be kind of. Oh, Pharrell is linked who to Ezio? Yeah. So crowd control there. Let's try Brutus. I mean, Brutus provides some crowd control. I don't know. I don't know at this. Yeah, I could try Lucretia. Let me try Lucretia next. And again, Pharrell just got burned down. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to figure out. I think we're fundamentally doing something wrong in here. Yeah, we did Oden. Yeah, let me try Lucretia. I mean, we can just throw in literally a Lucretia cheese in here. Let's crowd control. Well, I'll just put in a bunch of hypogens. Why not? Let's see what we can do. Did I get Peanut to 9 of 9? Yeah, Ryan, Peanut 9 of 9 does work incredibly well. Because if you have Peanut built, yep, Peanut will do amazing. But if you have Peanut built, she will also start providing damage. So there are a lot of formations where damage is very important for a star. And if you don't have her built up, you're not going to see it. And even here, guys, again, it seems, I don't know. I don't know what we're missing in here. Peanut is a star. So little a star right here. This is Peanut, a star of the brilliant flame. That is who we refer to as Peanut. She does incredibly well. Let's see. Again, I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Let's try like a 5-pole formation. I don't even know at this point. Literally, I am stuck on this. There has to be a very specific formation. I'm assuming that is going to be run with this. Let's do Leica. Let's go with Zolrath, and I'll put Lucretia in here and see if we can just kill anyone. See if we can kill anyone in here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, we're literally not getting through. We're not getting through anyone. I don't know, which it's kind of unusual too, because I was thinking about it earlier. Is going through here. I'm not sure. It could be bugged. We could definitely look, but we're not doing any damage at all, guys. And we've tried a lot of different, I mean, and it's also interesting because there's nobody who's went through here. That was my other thought, is usually when we come in here, we see a bunch of players. Literally look at all of the players stacked up here. Looking at it now, it seems like everyone, well, they got through this stage, but it looks like they're starting to push through a couple different stages, but there's gonna have to be specific. Let me run 1 or 2 more formations, guys, and we'll just call it. We're gonna have to see exactly what is going on. With it, try Mishka Raku. So let me drop Mishka and Raku in here. And again, Raku, we know. Have we tried the ice pet? Yeah, let me try the ice pet. Orin Kazarda Mahira. I think Orin Kazarda Mahira. Let me see. We'll put Mahira in the middle. We'll put Kazard. Now let me try the Frosty. Big Frosty here. Check. What's going on? Is it AI inside? We have the computer with us, guys. AI inside is here. Let's see. This might be the winning team in here. We got Kazard. We have the duration extension with Mihiro. We have Raku for the regular attacks. And still, literally nothing. Yeah, I realize I like this game as a new player. I really like the visuals and the story. Definitely think it's more free to play. Yeah, so that's one of the big things we've talked about. Is the free to play aspect of AFK Arena is huge. It is huge, very, very huge. With the free to play aspect in here. And again, it looks like a lot of the other guildies are are stuck, are kind of stuck in here. I'm not sure again if this is going to be something else with another nerf situation or something like that, but I feel like with where we're at, we shouldn't be having this much difficulty. Yeah, and that's my thought, Hive Tyrant. Is it doesn't seem like it should be this difficult to get through here, unless it's similar to the other one where it's a very, very specific pet, or there's something we're missing. We went through so many different formations. We've even went through almost all the pets at this point. We have almost went through all of the pets. So we'll hop out, guys. We'll check out a couple other things. So with the new patch being up, there's quite a bit of the quality of life improvements. One of the cool things, and we know right now we do have the trial version of the hero, so we do have both trial versions that are up. Make sure you save these. So the big reason for that, guys, is save the trial versions, because when the patch drops, you're going to actually have the ability within the King's Tower to stack, as you see right here, guys, up to 60 floors. So this is really the big thing that is coming to progression in the towers, where even if you're an earlier player and you're making Fsun, when you're going through and making regular progression in the towers, now if you get stuck, you're going to actually be able to bank up to 60 floors, which is going to be huge. It is going to be huge to be able to bank 60 floors, because you want to make sure that you're at 60 floors in like the Infernal Fortress. That way, when the new hero drops, so when you do have the ability to have the trial version of a hero, you can actually grind through 60 floors with the trial version, which is what you really want to focus on. Another huge quality of life thing that we did have today, if you caught the earlier video, is being able to gear resonance different things. So this is actually in play with the gear resonance. We can gear resonance every single hero that has gear equipped, which is huge, guys. That is a big difference. When you go through and you look at all of these heroes, they all have the tier 2 gear, and it is all the resonance on all of them, which again, really cool to see that they did that with the changes. There's been a couple other changes too, like with the Voyage. I believe now there is frames in here. I think I seen earlier that there was going to be frames. I'm not sure if you had to finish it. I'm not sure exactly where the frames came in, but I thought both of these were going to have frames in it. But I didn't see where they were. I looked and I couldn't see where they were within here. I didn't have the ability to. Now, Hunting Fields, of course, is up, guys. We have a lot of events that are going on. Inseparable Friends is up. Hunting Fields is up. Heroes of Espria is still going on. The Beast Entrance, Treasure Scramble, of course, the Winter Treasure Scramble has come back. So making some more progression in there. Again, there's so much stuff. The Poetic Pop Quiz just ended. Misty Valley is up. Hunter's rewards are up, and also Gunning for Gold is almost completed, guys. We also do have a new Peaks of Time, which will be up right here, the Ancient Seal. So again, being able to get some more loot out of here. It's awesome to see the amount of stuff that is in AFK Arena right now, which is one of the reasons that I absolutely love it. There is so much going on with this game. Test server, again, I don't do a lot on the test server, but I wanted to come in here. I wanted to try the game mode. We're going to have to figure out, and I'm going to hop over to Reddit just to kind of take a look, seeing if I'm missing anything with the new event. Again, I don't know how many players have run through it on the test server now that it's up, but I'm going to have to figure out some of these formations. I'm going to have to figure out exactly what is going on with some of these stages, because again, looking at some of the players that are much further progression than I am, that for some players, the test server is the only server. But this seems weird that there's a bunch of players literally stuck in different stages without even getting to the zero limit. Again, they might have to look at the adjustments, the beast, things of that nature. A variety of events in the game is very high. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I've went to running just a couple accounts. It's super time consuming when you're going through and running a lot of different accounts. And again, AFK Arena has grown to the point running multiple accounts is going to be detrimental unless you're putting a absolute incredible amount of time and effort. So the Temple Rift has opened. Some seasonal changes in there. Seasonal difficulty will be adjusted to align with previous seasons. Now, this is going to be interesting, guys. Now, a lot of players have said going through the Temple Rift as it is today is super, super difficult. Literally, this wasn't in here a minute ago, but you can see they are changing some of the Temple Rift. They had talked about this a little bit earlier if you were over on Reddit. So we are going to see adjustments to the Temple Rift as the Rift has reopened. And again, they're going to adjust some of the difficulty in there. When does the bar appear on top of the shop with the extra things to buy? That's a good question, Ryan. I'm trying to think if my I think it's when you unlock that certain point. So once you get the engraving, I believe you can engrave. Once you unlock the temple, I believe this comes later. I'm trying to remember. What should be my next E60? I have Mishka and Lucretia so far. COD, the plus 60, I would go probably Scarlet. The big thing is Scarlet is still utilized for a ton, guys. We also see her in the Curse Realm. You probably don't have any Awakened Heroes because you're a little bit too early for that. But Scarlet is still a very, very solid choice. Even Grez, I mean, Grez is still seeing a ton of utility in different game modes. Halos is one, of course, that has to be engraved. The Awakened Heroes with the engraving. You have Lucretia engraved. Yeah, I mean, Scarlet still does incredibly well. Oden does incredibly well. Scarlet, again, Scarlet is used within the Cursed Realm comps, where Oden is not. Or no, I think Oden is. Let me see. I was just thinking, I think there's one or two maps that still utilize Oden. There are still some in here. Let me see. Let me see some of these over here on the test server. Because I think the first team still uses, look at that, guys, Invade. So Oden is not in there. There he is, guys. 2.38 billion. So Oden is being used within this formation. There's Vithiel. I'm not even sure Scarlet is being used. No, Scarlet is not in this formation anymore on the test server, which is interesting. It's interesting to see, again, how this is kind of changing. So Oden is in there and Scarlet is not. So very interesting. Yeah, any damage dealers, big priority with the stat-wise to continue to build them out. The further you build them, guys, the better they are going to perform within the AFK arena, which again is the big reason why we do build them out. I found a comp. Oh, Hills found a comp for the stage. Let me see what worked. What do you got, Hills? Drop it in there. And again, it looks like everyone's literally stuck at the next comp. So what do we got that worked? I want to know through here. And this is a lot of crowdsourcing, guys. A lot of players come through here in a lot of variations. So why has Ainz fallen out of PvP? He doesn't do enough damage. Do I have Athalia? I believe I do. Athalia was one that I thought. There's Athalia. Yep, I do have Athalia. Now, Athalia's old school regular damage. She's always been the bleed aspect. Is it the bleed aspect, Hills, that she brings with being built? But yep, a star to E60 works well, but I wouldn't prioritize a star. I wouldn't prioritize a star just because you only get a little bit more damage mitigation with the star. Looking at the engraving, guys, it goes from a little bit of mitigation, so you actually go from a 40 to a 60. Again, not really a huge priority hero that is seeing a lot of utility. Yep, I have Athalia in there. And again, I think she's going to be regular damage, guys. My favorite thing about this game is a very chill game. There is competitive, yes, but it's friendly in a community. Yeah, and that's it. And a lot of players, we talk about this quite a bit, guys. A lot of players really want to be the top 1% in AFK arena without spending any money, and that is not the way the game is designed. The expectation has to be there for a lot of different players. So we have Athalia, Baden. So the awakened version of Baden. Let's pop them in. Nevi, Oden, and Ezio. So Nevi, Oden, and Ezio. Now, one thing about this team comp, most of these heroes, they'll probably have, maybe not Baden, but I know a lot of players do not have Ezio. It is really one of the big ones. Is I know a lot of people, again, don't have Ezio. Let me see if this is gonna work. Oh, I didn't see the pet. I didn't see the pet in there, but let's see. So Thalia with the bleed effect, we need a Thalia to ult because she will put that bleed effect on everyone. And come on, Athalia. There it is. There's the bleed effect. So we took down one target. We got one target down, guys. Should I E60 Vathiel or Awaken Baden? I would do Baden Lucifer. Big thing is with Vathiel, it'll help the damage, but Baden will get the abilities. Definitely building out Baden, the Awakened version of Baden, that will work. What is the minimum amount to spend in order to be the top 1%? The minimum to be the top 1%, I would say a couple $100, probably a month. Probably $500 a month would probably keep you at least probably around the top 1%. And I feel like, again, it's going to be the pet in this one. Let me swap the pet to, I'm going to do the owl. That will stay. And who did drop out? Dropped out Ezio. It's dropping out all of the dimensional heroes. Let me drop in the owl because the owl will be there. Yeah, and that's it. So the minimum, I mean, if you dropped, let's say $500 in here a month, you could definitely probably stay around the 1%. I would say probably around there if you're dropping that amount. Probably could. I see a good possibility around probably about that much. So let's see. So we took out Joan. This might be the comp, guys. We still got quite a bit of time left. Of course, Baden we're keeping alive. There we go. We're going to get it. Big shout out to Hills, guys. He got it done. There is the comp that won the battle. All of that for 100 diamonds. Now, level 12, exact same debuffs. So I'm wondering, let's try the same comp. Let's try it. Can we get into the top 20 as a free to play? Yes, you can. So top 20, it depends on where you're building. So like with my account, I try to stay roughly about that top 20. Even in my account, it's been kind of difficult to stay in that top 20. So we literally got through one stage, but it's going to be, it looks like some of the same difficulties that we're going to see. And I wonder Solus to keep some of these heroes up. Again, I am shocked that it is this difficult to get through here, guys. And again, it has the same buffs, which I'm hoping Solus can keep some of these targets up. But even there, guys, we're not even going to get through the shields. But look, almost got a hero burned down. Thalia needs the bleed ult. I think we got one target down so far. Joan's almost done. Ezio should finish Joan. Might be able to get this one down. Yeah, it seems Athalia is the main core, guys. So you got to have one of Athalia. There we go. We got it done. Look at that. That's my worry, June. I know last time we did this, we had a lot of players that did not have. And now look, when an enemy hero takes damage from skills or ultimates, they will nullify the damage, heal themselves for 25% of the damage, and also permanently gain health equal to the amount healed. Take damage from skills or ultimates. So it's not going to matter kind of either way in here. But I know, like I was saying, guys, there's a lot of players that do not have Ezio. So that could be definitely definitely difficult in there. What's going on, Raphael? I'm so close to Diamond. Yeah, I got to do some pushing within the Heroes of Espria. Absolutely. but we're buffing up. And the other thing that I was thinking in here is Solus might also, Solus's little water minions might actually do the same. So we might have those minions that do the normal attack that is getting some pretty decent damage. Because right there, guys, we almost have Joan down, which we did. We got Joan down. But what are you doing here with no Ezio? Because it seems like that's going to be, it looks like we're going to get this one done too. Let's check the damage in here, though. Let's see exactly what this looks like, guys. So we're getting through these stages. Who's putting out the damage? Look at that, 45 million, but 21. So there is two heroes that work. So Solus with the regular attacks is working, guys. Athelia and then Ezio regular attacks. These three are working. We could probably even swap Aiden. But that's weird that they're putting out millions of damage now. Huh. That's interesting. What's going on, Vasco? Thank you for joining us. I mean it all. D3 with level 61 crystal. Yeah, that's pretty good, Ryan. All right, let's see. I'm going to keep the pet. We're going to keep Ezio going. I'm going to keep trying to roll with this team. Now, 6 away from Ascended, Ascended 1-star Lucretia. That is very, very good. Yeah, Heroes of Espria, guys. If you haven't done the Heroes of Espria, it is some really good loot in there. But it looks like Athelia is going to be the key for this, guys. Even though we're amping up the enemy's HP, still taking them down. It seems like, again, we're going to have to get through some of these heavy shields, guys. And Athelia's bleed effect. Working. We're getting there. Is the character on the right side of the screen the new Hypogen? No. No, I don't think it was. Let me check in the bottom. I don't think. Look at that, guys. Athelia. Athelia is the big one in here. 60 million. Ezio and Athelia. That's Thisu. That's actually Thisu right there. I wonder how the new Hypogen would work in here. I wonder if he would work. What are we on? 14, guys. Again, it seems like Athelia and Ezio. I didn't know Ezio had that many like normal attacks. What's going on, Riley? Just got here. The new version of Crimson Snow like event. Yeah, we're trying to push it through a little bit. I wanted to test out and see some of the teams in here, Riley, so we could, when this comes up live on Tuesday, we already know what's happening with it. It just takes a lot of time. This is why I wanted to do a live that way. And again, big shout out to Hills, guys. It seems like Athelia is going to be the hero to build. Ezio and Athelia in here are just dominating. They're absolutely dominating, which unfortunately Athelia went down. Might drop Nevi out of this one. But we might have to keep her for damage in here. We're not getting through any of these. Athelia up here. We have Peggy. We have Rosaline. I feel like we need more physical damage. That we just need more damage in here. Any hopes for the Dimensional Tower? Vasco, they had mentioned it, but again, they mentioned quite a bit. Yeah, the Dimensional Hero, I would absolutely love. I think it would be really, really cool to see the Dimensional Tower. I haven't heard any more of it, but it seems like they're putting a lot into the patches. It seems like a lot of the quality of life stuff, a lot of stuff that we've kind of been seeing lately is starting to come up in patches, which is good. It's really good when we start seeing it. I pushed at reset and somehow didn't get knocked down. Yeah, if you're talking about Heroes of Espria, when you get attacked, you don't go as far. You don't go as far. Are they going to reduce the temple difficulty? COD, yes, they are. We literally just seen the notes on there. They are reducing the difficulty in there, which is going to be incredible. We don't have Kanisa. I don't have Kanisa and Rook, I don't think. Have a good stream. Really enjoyed it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't subbed to the channel, guys, we're trying to shoot for 5 subscribers. I know there's some new players in here. That's really what we're shooting for every time we stream. And yes, it's a new Hypogen. Oh yeah, you mean on the screen? Yes, that is the new Hypogen, guys. Yeah, we're not doing it, which we took down Peggy. This, we're going to have to change it up. Let's try taking out Baden. So look at that, guys, 163 million. Let's look at Peggy. 157 million damage from Peggy. That is awesome. Yeah, Nevi for the twins, we could try. Well, we shouldn't have a problem with that, actually. Try to get this whole super cycle down. And again, it keeps dropping out Ezio. We need the pet out here. No Celestials, no Hypogen, so that'll probably be our best choice. Let's see if we can do it. What's going on, Slow Chunk? It's been going great. I love doing the streams, guys. A lot of you know, if you follow, if you do the streams, I love being able to sit here and do the streams, to chat with you guys, to talk with you guys. It is such a very, very cool thing that I love to do. So there's the big haste buff, which means Athalia should be ulting faster. But look at the shields, guys. This is a lot to get through with these shields. And there we go, guys. There is Bruno. We have a subscriber, so that is 1 of 5. Big shout out to him for subbing to the channel. Thank you. We're almost done with the stream, guys. I super excited again. Big shout out to Hills for getting some formations that work. It seems like we're gonna have to figure out some more of the damage. Athalia's doing the damage. Ezio's doing the damage. I'm not sure if we drop Solus out if we're going to be able to keep the entire team up, but we're going to have to get something to clear through these shields, guys. It is going to be an absolute requirement to break through and crush through these shields. Yeah, in Vasco, I absolutely agree. The buffs don't work, but the haste does. So even when you watch the twins right here, boom, all the haste goes up, or at least it says the haste. But most of the buffs do not work, but the healing does. And the big healing here that Solus puts out, let's try like a Raku. I'm thinking crowd control, because we have crowd control up here. Let me throw in Raku. And again, normal damage for these heroes, guys. Raku eats his fruit. There he goes. Starts, which it looks like taking down some targets pretty decent. But I took out Ezio, but it might work. Might actually work with Raku, which Athalia died. We almost had Gwen down. I wonder if we swap Ezio in here as a finisher. We can get some of these done. Shamira doesn't get the Awaken. Yes, absolutely, guys. If Shamira doesn't get an Awakened version of Shamira, yes, absolutely. I will be sad as well. It is pretty it's pretty sad that they didn't do the Awakened version right off it. New Hypo got me tempted, but I'm waiting since I'm saving for, yeah. Let's see if we can pull. I wonder if we can get a copy of him out of the summons. I wonder if I think I have a couple cards. Let's drop him in here. I want to see if we can use him in the new game mode. Hopefully we can get a copy of him. And there we go. Right off the bat, guys, streamer luck continues. And there is Olgath. Boom, 110 pull we get a copy of. Now, Curiosity is making me wonder if he is going to be in here. And look at that, guys. A couple other players did make it through. Let's see if he is available in here. Let me drop in Ezio. I just want to see what he does damage-wise. Boom. Yep, first pull, just like that. I want to see what he does or if he can do damage-wise. Because here comes the ult, guys. There's the ult. And look at the shield damage up here. Again, just like Zekas, he is up there for a long, long time, guys. I don't think he has normal attacks. I don't think the bullets are considered normal attacks. But he is such a cool hero. It is pretty cool. Do you think that Awakened Baden and Brutus will get power creep like how it was in the beginning of AFK Arena? Yes, absolutely, COD, they will. Every hero that comes out, every new hero gets stronger. They get stronger, and it's been the whole entire time. Again, I feel like we just need to nullify shields here. Gonna be the only way to get through this. We need some shield nullification. And Olgath, I don't even know. Again, I don't think his damage is putting out much of anything. But we took down Lucius in there. Boom, took down Peggy. Are we going to do it? We did. 2 seconds left, guys. Look at that. Let's see what the damage looks like in this. 69.88 million. So he is doing normal damage, guys. So if you get one copy of him, he is throwing up some big normal damage. That was Athalia did a lot more. That could actually work. Stage 15, guys, this is what we've been dreaming of since we started the stream. Athalia with Kren. Healer, shield, shield. This is going to be tough. Yeah, Olgath overpowered. And I'm wondering, I want to see if we can burn through, if we can get through Ren in the back. I feel like we have a good shot, guys. And again, I know this has a lot of healing in here. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out some of these teams. But Baden doing pretty well. But again, a lot of players don't have Baden, and a lot of players do not have Ezio. That's going to be, I think, a stopping point for a lot of players, is not having those. Yeah, it seems kind of broken with some of the heroes that we don't. It seems kind of broken. Even Baden, guys, trying to kill Baden here. Wonder if we take out not so much Kren, but if I can drop one of these healers. Look at that, 108 million. I wonder if I can get Silas down, or even kick him out of that back row. Pretty big bleed right there, guys. Gotta get Olgath. Quick ultimate ability. Nope, I think Silas is going to keep it, but there's the ult for the bleed. Yeah, guys, this is going to have to be huge burst damage in here. And Ezio, as much as a finisher, guys, the damage in here. I'm concerned. I'm concerned with the amount of damage that we're gonna have to do in here. Yeah, the avatar absolutely. I wonder if Belinda with the burn effect, because we dropped the burn effect right there. It's up on Baden. Even Athalia in the back. Look at the healing power, guys. Incredible. At least we know that Olgath is doing damage in here, guys. I'm excited about that, to actually see him doing some damage. But Athalia is going to be absolutely required in here. And it almost seems like Baden is going to be as well. We'll have to figure it out. I think if we get some crowd control with Leonardo and a couple other heroes, I feel like we could really make this work. And of course, my boy Rowan just holding it down here in the back. Trying to take the targets down, but His cart, we cannot do it. 77. I wonder if something was wrong earlier, because we've been running Awakened Baden and he hasn't done really any damage at all. Let's drop out Belinda. Wonder if... Thinking Thane. Let's see what Thane... Doesn't Silas have an anti-heal? Yes. I believe he's the one with the anti-heal. I was wondering if we could get Thane and Athalia to kill a target. Which it looks like they are. Might be able to get through the target. There's the immunity. But I think Silas is going down, guys. I think we got Silas down. Olgath again with the ultimate ability. Literally so much damage to kill Hendrik. But I think we're going to get that. We got it. Look at that, guys. We got it down. That is what we want to do, guys. There we go. 37, 45, 56 from Athalia. Almost 20 million right there. 104 million from Kren, guys. But that, oh, that unlocks the zero limit. Oh, there's a lot of, a couple players in here already. Rewards. Oh, it has tiered reward. There's the nameplates, guys. We were talking about the nameplates, but they're only good for 30 days. What do we got, though? What are the rewards? It's just the nameplate. That is it? It's just... There's got to be more. No, that's it. It is just the nameplate. No additional loot, no nothing. But like I said, we wanted to finish this one out, guys. So again, big shout out to Hills for getting that comp down. Running Athalia in here is going to be a requirement. Seems the new hero is going to work as well. So once this is up, we'll be able to get through at least 15 stages pretty easy, which is very cool to see. That is very, very cool to see that we got through all 15 of those stages, guys. We're going to do our giveaway really quick. So let me hop over. We do this every single time that we do a live stream. We do the membership gifting for the channel. Love doing it. A way to give back to you guys. Showing the support, showing the love, viewing the channel, coming back into the channel. But there is zero limit, guys. So that is it. That is where those frames are going to come from, which means I believe it is going to be up if we are through the Crimson Snow. It would probably do the same. And who gets it this time? It is Alejandro. Boom. There is your gifted membership. And again, big shout out to Hills for getting that done, guys. 45% progression. You want to make sure that you do the early progression because you'll get all of the baits out of there and all of the diamonds out of there, which is awesome. You definitely want to do that, but zero limit for a 30-day frame. Not going to spend any time or effort really in there because I don't think it's really worth it for a 30-day frame. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's live stream. Definitely wanted to check out the game mode. We got through 15 stages, which was absolutely awesome to see. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.